Hey everyone, so I don't normally do reviews like this at the end of series, but there was still a lot on my mind after the conclusion of Tales of the Empire. And first off, I want to mention that Tales of the Empire had a very challenging task in that it had to live up to the hype and everything that its predecessor, Tales of the Jedi, accomplished. And that was never going to be easy. Tales of the Empire focused on two characters who we really don't know much about, Morgan Elsbeth and Barriss Offee. And it was great to hear Morgan's theme again, which was prominently featured during Ahsoka, but it was also wonderful to get a new theme for Barriss Offee, as her character took on a larger role in the Star Wars universe. And I'm going to talk more about the music in a minute, but the storytelling felt disjunct to me. Now, disjunct, by the way, is a musical term referring to music that primarily moves in leaps. I get that that is sort of the vibe of these shorts, to make moments from larger stories and highlight them, but this series ended up making me just want to know more about these characters. I felt like I finished with more questions about both of these women instead of less. And one of my biggest questions is simply what happened to Barriss? Did she die at the end? And that's troubling because I was so excited for this series to find out exactly that. What happened to Barriss Offee after the Clone Wars? Now, I'm left with the same question, which is unfulfilling. One of the key reasons for this issue is because during Tales of the Jedi, both key characters, Dooku and Ahsoka, have been flushed out significantly during the Clone Wars, along with other books and comics and shows. We know their story largely because we've seen it so many times, and so these little snippets of stories work to complement that very well. But we don't know Morgan or Barriss yet in that same way, and so it's difficult for us to connect the dots from one short to the next in these stories. The result is something that just didn't land for me, or I think for many Star Wars fans, at least not the way that Tales of the Jedi did. Now, maybe in a few years this will change. We know that Thrawn is returning to Dathomir, and there is a lot of potential there to further build the story where he and Morgan worked together. And I'm curious if in the future we'll actually get a show about the Path as well. There would be a lot of potential there with a full cast of characters like Barriss, Ahsoka, Ventress, Quinlan Vos, Cal Kestis, and everyone from those games, and way more. This could be an incredible next animated series, and the creators could freely just kill off these characters and create so much emotional weight in a storyline for us while answering those burning questions about where all of these loose ends were or where they went during the original trilogy series. Let me know what you think. Would you love to see a show about the path that followed these lost Jedi? Tell me in the comments.
We seek the healer.
Now, about the music. It was fine. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love what the Kiners do. They never let us down, but that's also the point. We know by now what they're capable of, and this project just felt a little bit rushed to me. They clearly took music from Anakin's Dark Deeds at the beginning, and then they referenced Dr. Hemlock's music from Bad Batch for no reason.
Your people. I could help you.
They were probably up against the clock after doing the Bad Batch Season 2, followed closely by Ahsoka and the Bad Batch Season 3. So, when they got to this project, a series of shorts that Disney was only going to lightly promote for a small group of Star Wars fans, they phoned it in. We didn't get any of the incredible moments like we did in Tales of the Jedi where the Force theme suddenly erupts either. I don't know about the legal requirements to use Williams' music, but the Kiners have done it plenty before, and there were ample opportunities for it here as well, especially the Imperial March or Inquisitor theme. Instead, we got generic tracks. Good generic tracks, don't get me wrong, but generic tracks all the same. So I liked it. It was good, but it didn't live up to what I personally had hoped for. Lucasfilms has to be careful as they build up and ramp up production, again, that they aren't becoming careless. We don't need more Star Wars, we need more good storytelling. And I would absolutely love to hear what all of you think as well. What did you think of the series and of the music? Tell me in the comments below what you think, and consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away, and as always, may the be with you.